All right, hello. We are back after a long while. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Tonight we are doing some Blender. It's kind of why I've been a little bit MIA for the past couple of days, but yeah, while I was gone, I picked up some Blender, and we are now here working on the final steps for my tutorial project. So for those who don't know, when people start off Blender, people always tend to fall... Oh my god. This scared me. Thank you, Vanny, for that. Welcome in. But yeah, for those who don't know, people usually tend to follow a tutorial when they start Blender, and one of the popular ones to do is the donut tutorial. And for the past couple of days, maybe weeks, I think, I've been working on this donut. But yeah, hold on, let me get out of the camera view. But basically, we are actually getting close to the end. And basically what I'm doing is just adding my own touch to the walkthrough, because one thing that I actually started doing a little bit differently from the tutorial is the icing and the sprinkles. In the tutorial, it's all like, oh yeah, you know, let's do pink icing and then like red and blue sprinkles. I was like, nah, I gotta do it in my color palette. So we got it in that gray, that same gray as my jacket. And if you look close enough, we got the green, really dark gray, and the light gray, and some whites in there, which is also part of the color scheme. So yeah, we are doing that. So actually, if I turn on the render, right there, you'll see that we're actually, it's basically done. Like, I could really just just put an end to it right there and then call it a day, but no. I'm still following along with the tutorial, because the part that I'm actually on with the tutorial is just adding some additional background stuff, like 3D assets, free 3D assets, I should say. And I wanted to add in some animation to it. What kind of animation? I wanted to add in something that kind of like, hold on, let me turn off the render just so I don't fry my GPU. Kind of like something like, you know, like in those like car edits. Like, I kind of want to do it as like a joke, but it's like when like the camera's kind of just like circling the donuts or whatever, kind of like that or something. You know, something you'd see out of TikTok or something. Hey yo, Donut Cyberlord, hello, welcome in, Barry. I hope you're doing good today. Welcome in. I was just giving a recap on what I'm doing right now in Blender. But yeah, I figured in the tutorial too, what do you call it? It also wants you to add in kind of like a skylight or whatever, as you can see, kind of like right there. You could kind of see the skybox. Best I can, been rough. Ooh, well, I hope it all goes uphill from here. But yeah, the skybox, the person who did the tutorial, they what do you call it? They set it to daytime, but I kind of want to set mine to like either like sunset or like sunrise, like, you know, like where it's like still relatively dark. It's kind of hard to tell with this render right here, or not really a render. What mode is this? Viewport shading. Yeah, whichever one this one is. But yeah, I kind of wanted to add in a more moody lighting rather than a sunlight type of lighting. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna add some background objects to the background. But first, I actually want to see how the lighting is for this. I might do some light adjustments, because I don't know. It might just be me, but it seems like the lighting is a little too intense with the light bar in the background. And that's not really the focus of what I want to do. So we'll turn off the main render And we will go into the, I think, it's coming back to me, the shading panel. And we will, oh, why is my camera doing that? We will select the light stick right there and lower the intensity. So what we're gonna do is turn on this panel right here. The nodes, from what I followed, are the pretty important parts when you want to add in some, what do you call it? Some properties to this. So, if I just adjust the camera just a tiny bit, we will somewhat see it right there. If we turn on the rendering, yeah, we can see it's, I like this type of lighting, but it's still a little too bright. So we're gonna change that just a smidge. Oh yeah, flash warning, by the way, because I might be switching back and forth from the render. So I actually want to see if I could change it to a little bit more of a warmer color. Yeah, a little bit like that. And then we would want to go to turn down the strength, actually, because the strength is 2.5, but I want to do it to just 2.0, and we're gonna see in just a second how good this is. But yeah, I think, yeah, so I just gotta turn down the strength a little bit, because again, I don't want the light stick to be the main thing you want to see. Like, yeah, I want people to like look at this, it's like, oh, yo, look at those donuts, instead of like the, wow, that's a really bright light in the back right there. It's a very, very aesthetic type of picture. But yeah, no, we're gonna maybe mess with the intensity right here. So actually, this is still good. I do like how I changed the lighting, because it went from a yellow to a more of an orangish color. But I want to turn it down just to see. Yeah, highlights are your friend. Let me snooze that. So we're going to turn that to 1.5. And then let's see how this is. Shading. Yeah, I think that's good. But really quick, we're going to open up our render menu, which is right here. The render menu. Right now we're on the Cycles render engine, which people say is probably the best looking one. But really quick, I want to see it through Eevee. Now, through Eevee, it kind of looks like a more of a cheaper render, as you could see. So yeah, I think we're definitely sticking with Cycles, because it's mainly like a blue-ish type, I guess, hue? Would that make any sense? A blue hue, and I kind of don't want that. So, I'm gonna go back to Cycles. Workbench, it kind of just does that. I don't know what to do with that, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, no, don't even touch Workbench. But we're gonna stick with Cycles. We're gonna stick with the Cycles render engine. Yeah, we're gonna switch it to this render right here really quick. I forgot the name of it. But as for compositing, fog glow size. Actually, I don't think I need to touch anything from here, to be honest. Yeah, because this is how you actually like start the what do you call it, the glow bits or whatever. So right here, render layers, and then glare. That's the thing that makes it like what do you call it, glow. You can see right here we have it set to fog glow, because if I set it to something like bloom, and then we switch back, oh, okay, wait, actually that's weird. Do that. Compositing. Actually, wait, no, this one's probably more apparent. Oh, I guess not. Why is it not doing that? Alright, well, anyway, it should change like the glow type, but yeah, I like to have it at fog glow. So we're gonna do it to that. And let's see here. Emission, color strength. I actually want to see if I set it down to just 1. So yeah, flash warning, or Yeah, because every time I move it, the thing is rendering as I move the camera. So that's why it looks like the noise kind of just picks up as I move the camera. So yeah, we got that actually. Ooh, we got that. I might turn it back up again to maybe, where is it? Oh, here it is. To 1.5. We're gonna set it to 1.5. 1.5. Then, actually, I want to change the window right here, actually, because the window right here, I think it messes a little bit with the window lighting. Oh, what the heck? Why is it doing that? Camera, why are you moving so slow? All right, that I still can't figure out why it does that. So yeah, we're gonna mess around a little bit with the window lighting because you can kind of see. Just give it a second while it renders. That the lighting from the window kind of just like goes onto the plate a little bit, and it's like on that one corner, but not like the whole thing itself. So I'm gonna adjust that a little bit. I don't know why the camera does that. We're gonna select cube, then go into edit mode, and then change the window a smidge. Now I might be playing around a little bit with the window, and we're gonna set it to line select, then move it like that. Maybe mess around with the window. Okay. Wait. Control Z. I just realized it wasn't on snap to the axis. Hold that. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Don't do that. Don't delete that. We're gonna select that. Shift. Okay, no, don't do that. Bugs, hello! Eating right now, so can't type that much? No worries. A little bit of blendering to go with your dinner. So yeah, we are doing some final touches. Actually, wait, what the fuck is this right here? What is that? I don't remember putting this here. Oh, this is the point light. Yeah, exactly. I'm making your dessert. What kind of dessert, you might ask? It is mech motor oil with microplastics. Yum yum. Actually, I forgot. What was the lighting I set to this? Materials. No, that's not materials. Where's the properties for this? That's not it. Edit mode. Suddenly, I step away from Blender for like a day or two, and like I already don't know what are the controls again. Oopsies. Yeah, but the point light, I kind of wanted to just like have like a bit of a glow that will just like come in a little bit, but it seems like I actually messed up the window again, so I might actually bring it back a little bit. Is if we go over here, okay, we got the light, we got the plate lit up, but now like the light in the background is kind of going towards the light stick, and I kind of don't want that. I still want the light stick in the dark. Okay, let's turn off that rendering really quick. And oh no, not scale it. What am I doing? There we go. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. So we got that. Although I think just the problem is the light itself. So we gotta move that point light really quick. No, not the. Okay, fuck. Select the light, please. There we go. We're gonna line it up with the donut just a tiny bit. then we're gonna work on the box a little bit again. Actually, wait, let me see how this is in the render. Okay, so it looks like still the lighting is... How the fuck is it still on an angle like that? Okay, we're gonna move that over still a little bit, just a smidge, just so we could get the full, we can get the plate in the full view, or in the lighting, I mean. No, oh shit, I didn't mean to delete that. Move that just a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, the light stick's still in the shadows. We're gonna click blue, then press Z, so it only stays on the Z axis. Okay, let's see how that is through here. Alright, that's still good. Yeah, so when this thing is rendering, again, the noise on the screen, that's just the thing rendering. If you see right here where my cursor is, you'll see sample 120 out of 1010. And the samples, that just means it's like, okay, it's like processing everything to like render within the thing. And then again, if I move the camera again, you can see that the samples go back to 0 and then the thing gets really noisy. So then if I hold it still again, the samples will go back up. So that's why the thing just starts getting noisy. So yeah. So yeah, we're gonna just lower the thing again. Z. Oh no. Click. Z. Then click X. All right. Let's see how this is in the render. Okay, not bad. But still, something about the lighting. Oh, wait, it's not centered with... What the fuck? Hold up. Oh! I messed up. Okay, so the square isn't exactly square. What the fuck? What the hell? Why did it do that? Why is it slanted like that? What the hell? Hold up. Let me rotate that just a tiny bit. Okay, so that's why it was slanted. It was... The thing was... It wasn't really a square. Well, fuck. Hold up. I think I messed it up now. Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna go with that. Why not? Stylized or whatever. I probably shouldn't stress too much about how the lighting is. I mean, then again, I could just, like, completely close this up. You know what? Let's see how it is in, like, complete darkness. Okay, maybe not in that direction. Yeah, this thing is definitely not straightened out, as you can see right there. Well, okay, let's see how this is in, like... Okay, you know what? I think I might just have it just... No window lighting. Yeah, no window lighting, because this actually kind of looks a little bit better. So we're going to take it out of that render viewport. Go out of the camera. How do I... Let me just revert this entire thing. I'm actually not too sure on how to revert it back to like a normal square. I might have to, what do you call it? Hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just do that. I can't be bothered to fix it. I don't feel like fixing it today. I feel like fixing this entire thing. Okay, well, anyway, we're just gonna ignore that I tried fixing that whole window. But yeah, I actually want to have a little bit more light on the donuts itself, like a little bit more focus. Because right here, you can't really see anything, like, aside from like the glowing bits. But there's like more sprinkles, but the only sprinkles that you're basically seeing are the glowing ones. So I'm actually gonna add another light source, actually. So we're gonna add another light source with, go into object mode, Shift A. Then where do I put? Oh yeah, here's the light. No, actually, I haven't tried out area yet. I haven't tried area light yet. So you know what? Let's see how this is. Ooh, actually, I kind of like this. Hold up. We're gonna actually turn off that render for a second there. Okay, if I just like lift it up and then, ooh, actually this might be good. Yeah, I'm gonna change the light color, and then I think that could be it for the lighting itself. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Now, where is the goddamn light source? Area. Actually, let's rename this to Donut Light. Call it the Donut Light, because it's the light that's focused on the donut. And then, fuck, how do, oh wait, okay, right here. The settings are right here. It's FFF. But what is the color of this one? Okay, I'm gonna type it down right here. Or actually, wait, no, let me copy this really quick. I'm gonna just type it down here really quick. FFD2 5EFF, because I want to have the same lighting as the light bar right there. So we're gonna go back to layout, select our donut light, and then with the thing that I typed in chat, FFD 25 EFF. That should be the same light color. Oh yeah, okay. Yep, this is definitely a lot better. But, now it's a little too yellow. But, let's see if I could actually just lower the watts to see if it actually dims it. To 5 watts. Actually, let me actually just render this really quick. Let me click F12. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, wait, no, do not close that. I don't want to close it. Why did it give me that option? Alright, Actually, maybe this is a little too, what do you call it? A little too, shit. Let me bring it back to the color. FF D25 BFF. And then let's actually bring the, let's bring it down. Let's bring the value down. Actually, you know what? Let me change the render to Eevee really quick. Okay, actually, you know what? No, never mind. I can't tell the difference. Let's see. Okay, you know what? Let's actually try something a little bit different. We're gonna do a bit of a blue light. Oh wait, no, that's awful. I could already see it. That's bad. What if I just fuck it, white light? Okay, we're gonna like let it sit for a second. Yeah, we're gonna let it sit for a second so the samples could load in so I can see how this looks. Let's chat for a little bit, I guess. Yeah. Blender, guys. I'm having so much fun right now because I need everything perfect. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing good today. Lurkin, welcome in, Suki. Thank you so much for the lurk. Yeah, I guess I got a lot of stuff done today. I got some school stuff done, even though I got a no life it still. But what do you call it? Spotify Wrapped. That's the talk of the day, y'all. Everyone's talking about their Spotify Wrapped. I actually want to play my Spotify Wrapped now, but that would take me out of focus. What do you call it? How long has it been taking to render? Okay, well, the thing itself, if I press F12, it'll open up another window, which will actually show me the rendered results, but really quick, I'm just taking a small chat break, and then we're letting the render samples, as you can see right here on the top, on the top right, or not top right, I mean top left. Yeah, the samples are loading. It's basically almost done, but as you can see, the image is getting more clear. I think, honestly, I'll just stick with a white light, to be honest, because the yellow light will hide the details of the fucking sprinkles. I might actually turn up the power a little bit. Maybe let's turn up to 75 or 7.5. But yeah, I really want to play my Spotify Wrapped, but I already know we're gonna be listening to it, and I'm like, all right, guys, you know what? Let's just talk about this soundtrack like really quick, because with my Spotify Wrapped, dog, it's all just like soundtrack stuff. Like, I'm gonna be so real, and I'm like, you know what? That it's been like that for like years now, but you know, I'm not complaining. But the thing I am gonna complain about though is that we didn't get our genre, what do you call it, recap. Because I was like, oh nice, okay, these are my top songs, top artists. Where's the genre? Where's my drink? But yeah, I'm a little bit upset that we didn't get a genre recap, but you know what, it's whatever. I got a new top songs playlist, and I've been like listening to that all day because I was like, oh yeah, I remember listening to this banger for like a good month. But yeah, okay, you know what, I'm staring at this now, I'm like, you know what, should I just make all of the sprinkles just glow at this point? Like, you know what, I'm gonna try something a little sidetrack. I'm gonna try that right now, actually. So we're gonna open up the shading window again. Hello, shading. Once again, the camera's all fucky. It's not letting me zoom in properly. We're gonna select the sprinkles. That's not the sprinkles, that's the fuck? Okay, here we go. We're gonna open up the node menu. And, yeah. Probably because of its algorithm, yeah. But, yeah, so right here is our node menu. So you can see right here, you can already tell these are like the colors that I slapped in, minus the icing color. But yeah, this one right here, this color, yeah, the name right here, color ramp, is actually, it leads down to metallic. It used to be just a metallic. So, like, they would be shiny, but I also put it down to color, down here for the, no, not subsurface, the emission, because the emission, that's what causes the, thingy. Yeah, I actually kind of forgot what it has to do with this one, actually. But I just followed a tutorial on how to do the glowing bits. Okay, there it is. But yeah, color, strength. Yeah, oh yeah, Blender. Hi, bestie. But we're gonna actually see. We're gonna turn down the strength actually, see if it actually does anything. Because I actually haven't really been touching the strength on this screen. And actually, you know what? This actually looks fine. Hi, welcome in. Okay, you know what? I kind of like the lower strength because because if I just crank it up, the thing is just like a glowing white orb, and like you can't really tell the difference with the colors. So we're gonna turn down the strength to 50. Actually, you know, let's see how it is in 10. I'm gonna try it in 10. Okay, you know what? Alright, gang, we're trying something very different. We're just gonna put everything in that and have all of the sprinkles glow at this point. Fuck it. Because I can't be bothered to adjust the ceiling light. Yeah, this is better. Oh, let me press F12 again and get the render really quick. Let me get the rendered image. Holy shit, what do you mean? Oh shit, well... Oh, okay. When I open up the render... What do you call it? The render page. It says right here, it takes about 30-ish... Well, wait, I'm not sure if this is minutes or what. Yeah, I can't tell if it's minutes or seconds. But it says right here, like, time 40 seconds and then remaining 22:37:06. And I'm not sure if that's, like, 22 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, wait. Holy fuck, that might actually be minutes. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, so the rendering is gonna be chugging here, but it's denoising. But you know what? I think we're gonna stick with this. We're just gonna have all the sprinkles glow. Like, fuck it, why not? Yeah, alright. We've done the lighting, folks. 30-ish minutes later, we have figured out what I want to do for the lighting. Now, I'm going to be following a tutorial really quick. So you might hear a British guy in the background because that's the tutorial I'm following. Actually, you know what? Here, let me send the playlist right now. So you just follow this link right here. That's the video that I'm on right now. I just need to check over if I got everything right because, again, I haven't been following this tutorial like word for word. Like, the light stick wasn't there, the moody lighting wasn't there, and if you look in the video, there's not that many donuts, because the dude put in like 8 donuts, and I was like, nah, you know what, less is more. So we're gonna just do what do you call it, we're just gonna do 2 donuts, one just there regularly and then one just stacked up on each other. But yeah, so I dare you make us listen to a British boy that isn't even Florian IDV. Oh my god, are you telling me Florian's British too? What the fuck? Eating that burger with no honey mustard. Why does no one know this? Because you never told me. Excuse you. But yeah, Jesus. I talked about it the other day. Maybe just the part of him being white. You never told me any of this, dog. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Is the video open? Yes, it is.
Said let there be...
I apologize for making you listen to a British.
Light. which is the topic.
I'm just a fake fan, maybe.
Now we want to create the
eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. All right, enough of that.
look.
Let me just like skim right through it. Oh right, okay. So I actually wanted to follow the
very common to make
importing a model into this. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be like slightly like listening to the video. I guess you could listen into. Unfortunately, fortunately, I don't know.
So what I want you to do is click the link in the description and you will find this model, the wood utensils, which we're going to put in the background, is a free model and it's available in multiple softwares. The one we're looking for is the...
Okay, so I gotta go to this website. Let me just close that window. Go there, go to the free tab. There is actually, you know what, I don't really want to follow that entirely. I'm gonna add in just completely different other things or whatever. What do I want to add here? There is an actually I might actually add the orchid. What else is in here? There's the orchid, there's plants, there's a sink. There's a food platter. Oh shit, there's headphones too. Hold up. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go with the headphones and fuck, I already forgot what it was called. The flower. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep watching this. How do I import this?
The Blender file. So hit download on that, and then just like before, unzip
the file.
I
probably should have downloaded this stuff.
And inside it, you should see a bunch of textures and then one .blend file. Then we're going to go to File. You would think Import, but actually this is for external file extensions, like not blend files. If you want to import a blend file, it's actually the Append option. Okay, so now we select that .blend file, double click it, and now we're actually reading the blend file. We're reading the information inside that.
Okay, so really quick, I just gotta download this stuff. Hopefully it doesn't crash the fucking stream. Because we all know how my internet is when it comes to just in general. Okay, that is the wrong window. We're gonna download the headphones. Download the headphones. And then please praying that this doesn't crash the stream. And then download the... Where is the fuck? Where's the flower? Oh, there it is. So yeah, we're gonna let that download. I guess we're gonna chat for a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna be adding some props in the background. Yeah, so we can see the rendering is done. Actually, if you look right here, yeah, the rendering's done, but alas, we have to lose it, and we're gonna just go into this mode really quick, and we're actually gonna place them along the back, like one right here, and then one prop right there, kind of like what the tutorial directed. So we're gonna do that. Let's let this render again. I'm going to check how is the download. Are they done downloading? Oh, they are done downloading. Oh shit, they're zip files though. Let's see here. So we're gonna open up the file menu. Okay.
Too much for one artist to do, so it's very common to make use of model libraries. So what I want you to so hit download on that blend file. It's actually the Append option. Okay, so now we select that .blend file, double click it, and now we're actually reading the blend file. We're reading the information inside that blend file, and it's saying, what do you want to import? Do you want to import just a single object from that blend file? Do you want to import jar 001? So now,
okay, I'm just gonna be following the tutorial really quick. I really hope it doesn't, what do you call it? Okay, so append. Does it open up the window? Okay, good. You guys Because I was like kind of scared there for a second because I was like, wait, this opens up my file window. Like, you guys might see like my file and then you might see my name. And I kind of don't want that. Let's see. Downloads. Oh, fuck it. Okay, I really do have to unpack them. Where'd I put it? Orchids. Oh, the fuck? Are they not there? Blender. Okay, I think I have to move them again. Alright, we're gonna move these two. We're gonna move those two files, those three files into the Blender. To the Blender folder. Then we're gonna dump these into the third-party assets Blender, or third-party assets folder that I actually set up. We're gonna extract them. Can I extract them, please? Yes, extract. Okay, that's good. Extract. Extract the headphones. Extract. Have to step away a little. Why is she calling you a fake fan? I don't know. Apparently I didn't know her new man's is British. Also, what about honey mustard? Oh, it's a new vocal stem I have. You know, the eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. He's a fake fan of me. Yeah. Sorry. I apologize for not being up to date with your lore. Yeah, I know, right? Gasp! Okay, so it said we have to... Okay, so I got the files in, so we're gonna go to append again. Now, will this actually show me the assets? Oh, okay, it does show the assets now. I'm gonna... Fuck, okay, wait, what do I click now? Hold up, I gotta follow the video
I'm just
again.
going to move import, but actually this is for external file extensions, like not blend files. If you want to import a blend file, it's...
Who eats a home mustard with burger? It's eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. But you gotta say it like the eating a burger with no honey mustard. Like just like on the video, like eating a burger with no honey mustard, because it starts off as like a, why is orange called an orange, but an apple is not called a red? Oh my goodness. I can't take it anymore. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. And then the guy just goes on for like an entire minute of just saying eating a burger with no honey mustard. Is this a new fangled meme you kids are doing now? Excuse me. That's actually been a meme for quite a while. Actually, I'm actually not too sure. But still, it's not one of those brain rot memes. It's actual peak comedy. Thank you very much.
actually the append option. Okay, so now we select that .blend file, double click it, and now we're actually reading the blend file. We're reading the information inside that blend file, and it's saying, what do you want to import? Do you want to import just a single object from that blend file? Do you want to import, a texture or a material, perhaps?
The fuck do I click?
But in a lot of cases, if it's just a blend file that contains like one model, it's often going to be in a collection, a single collection. So go into collection and then just click the one that's there, and then hit append. And now,
we got it.
We
got it. What the fuck? The headphones are tiny. Oh shit! Now I know why everything takes forever to render. It's because we have... I forgot. I need to scale down everything. Oh my fucking god. Wait, the new Kendrick Lamar mustard thing? No, it's not. It's its own thing. It's a... Hold on. You know what? Let me get this video. Let me educate you. Let me educate you in comedy. Hold up. We'll have to interrupt the Blender session to educate someone here. Okay, yeah, that video right here. You know what? Here, let me pause the music. Let me just play the thing out loud.
Why are...
Yeah, here we go.
Orange is called oranges, but an apple is not called red. Oh my goodness. I can't take it anymore. Eating a burger with no honey mustard.
We will sit
Eating
here
a
for an
burger with
entire
no
minute.
honey mustard. Eating a burger
Fuck,
with no
there's the
honey
fucking
mustard.
vine boom.
Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard.
You guys will sit here and have to
Eating a burger with no
listen
honey
to this.
mustard. Eating a burger.
The fuck? Oh, what the hell? I didn't even go all the way. Alright. Anyway, you are now educated. Alright.
Out of this.
So yeah, my dumbass forgot to scale this down, so no wonder it takes forever to render. Okay, we're gonna scale this up. How big are headphones again? Yeah, you're crying. Yeah, I'm crying too. You guys can't see, but I'm actually crying. Eat that burger with no honey. Okay, wait. I need to hold my headphones in front of me really quick. I gotta take off my headphones and then just try to imagine a donut in my hand, because I know a donut's around the size of my hand. So these headphones should be they should be bigger than yeah, they should be bigger than the donuts, I think. Yeah, alright. Joke's on me, alright. Okay, guys. Why you bullying me? Okay, but yeah, no, I don't have my headphones on right now. I'm holding my headphones in the other, and then I'm trying to visualize a donut in my other hand, just so I can get the size right. Tim Hortons size or Dunkin' Dog? I don't even have a Dunkin' Donuts here. I guess Tim Hortons. Honestly, I was thinking Krispy Kreme, but yeah, I guess Tim Hortons. Okay, let me scale this up just a tiny bit more, because I'm guessing yeah, the earpiece is as big as the palm of my hand, but it's slightly smaller than the donut. So we're just gonna scale it like that, I guess. Does that size look right? That looks about right. Actually, wait, maybe a tiny bit smaller. Okay, and then we're gonna just fucking rotate the headphones. Wait, that was actually a horrible rotation. How do I snap this again? Hold up, I gotta put back on my headphones really quick. And then turn back on the music. Where's the music tab? Motherfucking... What do you call it? Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're gonna find a way how to fucking rotate this. Clear constraints, set snap base, snap invert, snap toggle, snap invert. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we're gonna do that, but even out like that. So that looks about right. And we're gonna move the fuck? Oh, I forgot there's a gaping hole right there. We're gonna move that over. That's going into the table. I don't want to do that. Fuck, I already messed up. Shit. All right, I gotta mess around with the rotation again, because I just realized the head thing was a little too far down. We're gonna rotate. Okay, that's the wrong thing that I want to rotate. We're gonna rotate that. Then again, we're going to place it down on the table. place that down on the table, and then just very carefully see if it's colliding with the table from underneath. Okay, just very... Gotta move it just a smidge. Okay, yeah, you know what? That's good enough. I'm gonna do that. See how this looks. Oh yeah, it's coming together. All right. I gotta like take a stretch really quick. Oh, I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but like I just cracked my shoulders. That was a nice crack. All right. So now we're gonna add the flower one. So we're gonna go to export. Oh wait, no, not export. Append. Because again, we gotta follow that it's not import because it's not a blend file. Party assets. Plain orchids. Find the thing, and then collection. And there we go. What the fuck? Oh shit, it's also tiny too. Shit. Alright, we gotta scale this up again. Well, actually, okay, at the end, we're gonna actually scale everything down. So we're gonna do that. Actually, I want to get the flowers in the shot too, so we're gonna scale this down just a tiny bit too. These are gonna be tiny orchids because I know orchids are relatively big.
Greetings!
Greetings! Hello, yo, Blender. We making banana smoothies or what? Yes, we are making... Oh my fucking god. we're making, we're making a donut blend. But hello, Beerless. How was the gym? How was the gym, boyo? We are actually getting close to finishing everything in because yeah, we actually just finished messing around with the lighting. We got the lighting down, and I was putting in some third-party assets to what do you call it, to add more spice to the background. So we're just messing around with this flower pot. Now I'm not sure if it's actually colliding with the floor yet, so we're gonna just check really quick. Yeah, it's not touching the floor at all. Hold on, I gotta move this to the floor, or the floor, not the table. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me turn it on to transparent mode. Okay, wait, this actually doesn't help jack shit. Let's see. Okay, there we go. It's now leveled with the table, so we will now no longer touch the Z-axis. It was great. Destroyed you. Damn. Well, at least, what's the saying again? No pain, no gain. Get them green. Not fucking grains. Get them gains, brother. So we're gonna move that a little bit to the right. Now, hopefully not too far to the right. Alright, so this is the camera view, and let's turn it on the render view. Alright. This actually doesn't look too bad. Actually, I kind of want to scale up the flower pot a little bit. We're going to scale that. Okay, that's not scaling it up. That's scaling it down. I'm going to scale it up just a tiny bit. Again, flash warning because of the noise. I'm going to rotate that just a smidge. Alright, I think that should be it. Like, it's probably just because I'm not centered with my table, but, like, I'm, like, staring at it, and I'm like, okay, this is centered, right? Okay, you know what? No, we gotta move the flower pot just a tiny bit. Oh, shit, that's not the... What the fuck? Hold up. There we go. There we go. Just move it over a tiny bit. There was pain, that's how I pushed myself. Starts to cry again. Jesus, dude. Alright. Epilepsy triggered. No! Guys, it's so over. All right, I think, yeah, we're gonna go with that. I think this should be good. So that should wrap up. What do you call it? Not the stream. I almost said stream right there. The placement of everything. Although, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me open this in the render window. How does this look in the render window? Okay, everything is centered. It should be centered. But fuck, I just realized that we're gonna be moving the camera anyway. God fucking damn it. But you know what? This is still a good. Yeah, this is still a good picture. You know what? Let me save this. Can I save this? How do I save this? Fuck, I don't know how to save this. Oh well, fuck it. We're just gonna leave that. We're just gonna... Oh, hello? Okay, there we go. It, like, took a shot right there for a second. So, yeah. We are good with the picture, so we are now gonna move up with the tutorial.
It's just brought in all
go
of them.
over the... Okay, that's it for this tutorial.
One of these free ones if you want to. And there we go. Awesome. So this is our render. We are...
Okay, we're good with that tutorial. So, part 10, we are now moving to... Which part is this? Part 11. Compositing.
There. And your original render hasn't...
Alright. I'm just gonna, like, quickly look through this video because I think I already watched it.
We are on the home stretch. Well done for sticking with the series.
Oh, lighting fixes. Hold on.
The first
Let's see if I need this one.
is I noticed that the light rotation, it would be a little bit better.
So what's up? What's up, guys? Mr. Raw,
almost like a 90-degree, like
Jesus,
completely
dude.
side on to the donuts. So
no, I'm following Blender Guru.
It's a pretty simple change. The other one I noticed is that I'm getting this like kind of ugly bounce light coming off this both the plate and the table. So to fix that, I can just move, right? Go into edit mode, edge select mode, select the edge of this window. And then if I just drag it, you'll see that the light just disappears off the front there.
Don't want the power going out. When was the last time I saved? Ooh, that's a good question. Let me save really quick. Thank you for that. Let me save just in case. I mean, if the power does go out, there's still the recovery mode. So I think I wouldn't be screwed like all the way, hopefully, unless this thing decides to be fucking corrupted.
And now I have controlled the light. Now the other thing, speaking of control, I noticed looking at this wall, like I was trying to tweak it and just try to improve it, but this is like a huge...
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
I like your funny words indeed.
Source of light, right?
Actually, since when I've been following this tutorial, I actually know what this guy is talking about.
And so if you look on our donut, it's not very controlled, right? I could either, if I want to fill in this space, I could increase the brightness of that wall, but you can see it throws light just everywhere, and I don't really have.
Oh wait, this is the problem for this dude because his is like in a light room. This one's a fucking dark room. I guess we could skip that, to be honest. Introduction to the compositor.
Well, first of all,
I already
what
kind
is
of.
it? Well, the compositor is a way to add effects to the final render. So that could be everything from a simple color grade to like really stylized renders. So in our case, we're going to use it to add glare to better emulate
I already did that.
a camera.
Actually,
That's
I don't think I need to do that because I
So
already did that.
At the
Hold
top
up.
of your screen, click on the compositor tab. So this will arrange your screen
yeah,
again.
no, I already messed around
disorient
with
you
the
for a
compositing,
moment.
but I'm gonna, like, look
but
over
yeah,
this
wouldn't
really
you
quick.
believe it? It's another. Between here, you can put whatever it is you want. You could put a color grade. You could do some. Right now, we'd be waiting a while because the maximum samples is 4,000, which is it's probably pretty good for like film animation production quality, but it's overkill, and especially for this, like we're just doing some test renders. So let's set it to 100 samples, and that'll do it way faster.
Oh wait, shit! They're messing around with the render. Hold up. Okay, noise threshold. Okay. Do I gotta? Okay, I gotta turn that on. Max samples. You know what? Let's crank it down to 100 really quick.
So now let's hit F12 on that. There we go. So that came through for me, 7 seconds. Again, I got 4 3090s. It'll probably be a little slower if you're on a laptop, but yeah, just, you know, be patient. It'll come through. Now go to the compositing tab, and we still can't see it because we need to add a viewer node and connect it to this. And you can do that just by holding down Control, Shift, and then left clicking on your render layer. And now, color adjustment. So adjustment, color balance, right? Left-hand side, management. There is a look drop down here. So if you set this to high contrast, that's
Oh, hold up. I might actually want this. Hold up.
maintain its connection. And then if you go down in your
I gotta open up the compositing menu again. Hold up.
render settings to color management,
Okay, render settings to color management. Color management. Color management. Oh, here it is. Right down at the bottom. Let's see here.
there is a look drop down here. So if you set this to high contrast, that's exactly at the same.
Ooh, okay, wait, hold on. Let's see how this, if this will load. Color management. Exposure. Punchy. Okay, no, that's too dark. Grayscale. Oh, shit, there's a grayscale. Very high contrast. High contrast. Okay, no, that just makes it a little too dark. Base contrast, medium contrast, low contrast. No, okay, the contrast kind of ruins it. Let's see. Base contrast? Okay, wait, hold on. Base contrast? None. The fuck? That doesn't change anything. Okay, you know what? Medium contrast then. Because I just realized if you look very close, you can kind of see on the plate the face texture is actually still kind of there. So let's actually crank it up to 500. It's kind of hard to see with the noise on the on screen, but what do you call it? If you like look where my cursor's at, if you keep your eye right there on the face as the thing renders. Okay, wait, this is not fucking rendering. Hold up. It's not rendering properly. I gotta crank up the samples again so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy. The fuck? Oh wait, I gotta turn off the thing. Yeah, no, it looks blurry. Yeah, just give it a second while it renders. But yeah, no. As the noise kind of dies down, you'll kind of see that there is a bit of a. I guess like you can kind of see the polygons on the plate, which I just realized is a. It might actually ruin the looks of it, but oh well, fuck it. But I think you could kind of see it now, but you could kind of see the, I guess the polygons, the faces, whatever you like to call it. Is this for school or for fun? Yeah, no, it's just straight up for fun, dog. Like, I have a feeling the second I turn this into like a job thing, I'm no longer gonna have fun with it. Like, dude, I am just like doing this for complete fun. I actually learned the other day you could actually make your own 3D assets in these, and then I could put them into my drawing program like CSP, right? Clip Studio Paint, because I really like to use 3D assets. But sometimes I look at the 3D asset store and I'm like, okay, well, this doesn't really fit the vibe of what I want for a 3D object. So I'm actually gonna make 3D print. That could be a thing. Hey guys, what if I just make myself like a marketable figure? Anyway, what was that? I didn't say anything. But yeah, no, honestly, this is just a complete like hobby type of thing. But yeah, no, complete hobby thing, but also just make my own 3D assets for drawing, because as you guys know, when I draw, I like to use a 3D person model. That's how I get my proportions right. Because okay, I'm gonna admit it right here. I still use a I guess a mannequin in CSP to get the proportions right, and yeah, get the shape right, because I still think that I'm not able to do it without it, right? And because I guess like with my art style being so like I guess precise, I'm still trying to figure out my own art style. I want to be able to just recreate things like in Blender, because sometimes like I try to draw things and I'm like, oh yeah, like I can visualize making this in my head. I just can't seem to draw it. But with Blender, like I have like a 3D space that I could actually like move around, you know? A regular Acer and a special limited edition Cyber Magical Girl figure. Oh my fucking god. Shh, that's supposed to be a secret one. But, you know, it's on the table. Like, just saying, I might do more stuff than just make 3D assets, but we shall see. You guys will just have to wait for it. But yeah. Completely 100% for fun. It would be cool if I got a job into it, but then again, it's like, okay, well, if I turn this into a job, it's gonna suck, you know? Like, I want to avoid, like, having things I have fun with as a job, as cool as it may sound. Like, you know, like drawing stuff. Like, I want to be able, like, that would be nice to have as a job, but, like, you know, I get art block frequently, which would not be good if I want to have art as a job, you know? So that's why I just have this as like a hobby type of thing. But anyway, where the fuck was I again?
As like what we were doing there, like trying to like, increase the highlights or reduce the midtones. It's a very common thing to try and make something look punchier. And these looks will do that.
Someone say Cyber Girl. Really I'm fearless. I'm just fucking it goes almost like activated, bro.
These, or it's gonna like mess with the colors in some way. And like other applications,
let's see here. Exposure. Hold up. Let me mess around with the exposure. Okay, that. Okay, sorry if I just flashbanged y'all there. Just that shit's bright as fuck. But this actually doesn't look that bad. Hold up. Wait a minute. This might actually be good. Yeah, but I'm so sorry. My eyes! Let me just... Alright, guys. Chat, like, I'm just working on this. I just see chat behaving. Alright, guys, you just earned yourself a flashbang. Whee! But, anyway, enough of that. Let's mess around with the exposure a little bit, actually. Let's set this to, 1.25. Yeah, okay. I think now you could actually see it. Like, you could see the polygons on the plate, which is... fuck. Shit! God damn it. Yeah. Just thought of that one meme where he says, "Think fast, Chuckle Nuts," and then proceeds to throw a flashbang. Yeah. Think fast, Chuckle Nuts. Whee! So, you know what? Let's actually set the game to 0.75. Maybe that will... Okay, this... I actually kind of like it like this. Think fast, Chuckle Nuts. Hey guys, think fast. Anyway. Has anyone seen Arcane? Oh my fucking god. Fearless, you are obsessed with Arcane, bro. Oh my fucking god. I have seen Arcane, technically. Oh look, Fearless, you got someone else who watched Arcane. Okay, back to the tutorial.
A lot of like on
AGX.
We switched the view transform through to AGX, which creates more realistic looking images, because previously it was on Filmic and it looked like this. And you can see the difference is AGX.
What's raw? Oh, that's raw as fuck. Oh, fuck! Okay, shit. The false color was bright as fuck. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I'm never gonna click false color, because that shit just... That shit's bright. My eyes! I do kind of like Chronos PBR neutral. Although, what was the... okay, I had it on AGX before. That's standard. Okay, you know what? I think we might just go with standard, to be honest. Damn, y'all are crying waterfalls? Damn. It traumatized y'all that much? Like, damn. Let's see here.
Just looks more real. But the reason for that is that Filmic was, and actually the same with, but AGX fixes that and it starts to behave more like film, where it desaturates those colors as it exposes for it. So very cool, and I'm glad that they've got that. While I'm here as well, I'm just going to increase the exposure a bit. It's going to blow it out a little. Anyway, we'll fix it a bit with the lighting later. But anyways, okay, back to the compositor. So one thing that I often use a compositor for is for what you see in the real world, which is glare.
Creating glare? I don't want glare. I already got glare. I'm already glaring at this.
Dope sheet is the selected one, makes no
real-time compositing.
The other thing I'll show you is if we just bring up this bottom window. I don't know why Dope Sheet is the selected one. Makes no sense for the compositing layout. But if you click the little drop down in the top left, change it to 3D viewport. And now in rendered mode, click the little drop down next to it, and you should see at the bottom.
Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong menu.
Compositor. So let's click always.
Hold up, how the fuck? Hold up.
If you click the little drop down in the top, is the selected one. Makes no sense for the compositing layout. But if you click the little drop down in the top left, change it to 3D viewport. And now in rendered mode, click the little drop down next to it, and you should see at the bottom you've got options for compositor. So let's click always. And what you'll see...
During the moment you play League with me, I'm buying you a skin on your favorite champion. God,
you
really want me to play League of Legends? Holy shit, dude!
Live over the top of your viewport, and this is a very new feature. I think it's actually 4.0 is when it was officially added in, but it's huge.
I mean,
compositor.
Damn.
So let's click always. And what you'll see
is that the
compositing effects, what's happening up here, is now being composed live over the top of your set for the fog and the streaks is actually correct.
Spent at least 2,000 on that game? Jesus,
look
dude.
Through the, let's go to the streaks. I think streaks
Bro, that money you could have used for Fortnite V-Bucks, SMH, bro.
Pretty, it's a bit slow, but anyways, let's pull in here. And let's just take a look. I might have to add in a little bit. Okay, there we go. I have to add in a little bit of the original render so that I can actually see. But I just want to make sure that it's mostly coming through on the over this, and it's actually do it in this.
Okay, I don't think I actually need to worry about this compositing
this can
stuff because I already got it done.
It is actually in all cameras as well, and that's lens distortion, right? So you can see it actually makes more sense to actually see it on the 2D image. So I'll put that in the background there. But basically where the edges of a shot, it's like if you take a photo with your iPhone on like a wide, it's most visible on like wider lenses, but the straight vertical things start to look bent. And it's barrel distortion, and there's no way to get around it unless you use a pinhole camera. It's kind of an interesting thing, but it's all because of the optics of the lens that bends the objects like that. So anyway, this is with it.
Is
and then the other thing you could add is a little bit of chromatic aberration. I'll show you just, yeah, this is what that does. So you can see this is with it turned up a lot. You can see the edges of the objects, right?
Oh, shit, wait, how do I do that?
The other thing you could add is a little bit.
Hold up, how do I add that? Color, no. Filter. Denoise, glare, pixelate, sunbeams. Hold up, how do I add
chromatic aberration? I'll show you just
lens distortion. How do I find the? Oh wait, actually, wait. I could just lens distortion. There we go. And click that there. I kind of want to add the what was that called? Chromatic aberration. Damn, this is it right here. Like, what? Never played League? I was here, you know, people are like, oh yeah, people who like Arcane will hate League of Legends, but people who like League of Legends hate Arcane. How do I
yeah, this is what that does. So you can see this is with it turned up a lot. You can see the edges of the objects, right? It has this kind of the red and the cyan and the red and the yellow. It like towards the edges of it, it gets this yeah, this kind of separation of the colors. And that is, again, a naturally occurring thing that happens with cameras because of the optics. And the cheaper the optics, the cheaper the lens, the more likely it's to happen. But it is there. I try not to use it because it can be very overused and very like, I don't know, it just makes it look cheap. Like, hey, this person just discovered. But if you want that, you know what, I'll keep it in. Yeah, why not? We'll keep it in. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do.
Maybe we're not going to keep
for
that
this.
in.
So this is my final node setup. If you'd like to copy it, have at it. The final thing I'll mention as well is if you want to disable your compositor, like say you're doing some renders and you just want to see it without the post-processing effects on top of it, rather than having to come in here and then like, you know, it again, and it's going to be kicking in whatever is in your compositing settings. But that's it for this video. Click here to watch the next part. And
all right, I guess we're done part 11 with I guess not doing that much. Yes, I love League of Legends. Oh my god, words. League of Legends and Arcane makes it better. Anyone that says otherwise can eat my bits nuts. Alright, dude. I mean, bits kind of works too. Alright, so we're gonna move on to part 12 out of how many videos is this? 14. Part 12 of 14, and it's animation. We are
it's time
doing
to
animation.
learn about animation.
Yippee!
Or more specifically, keyframe animation, because character animation with its rigs and bones and things is its own entire separate beast we're not going to get into.
Oh yeah, I guess if anyone wants to follow along too. You know what? Originally, I was gonna like stream my entire process, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna look like a fucking idiot for like a good 2 hours. Cause like, dude, I kid you not. For me to get up to this point, I guess like now it took me up like 16 hours. Like, dog, like I could say like a good like 4 hours. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? How do I do that? Oh, that's how I do it. Like, it was literally just back and forth like that. I'm gonna be real. But yeah, if anyone wants to follow along.
A very simple camera move. Specifically, we want the camera to start above the donuts and then fall down to reveal the final plate at the end, right? It's an excuse to learn about keyframing. Well, the basics of animation is really simple. If you go to the bottom of your screen, if you're in layout at the top, we can drag up on this divider here, and you can see we've got a timeline, which if I click and drag across,
that's what this is.
It's currently doing nothing because there is no animation. So if we pull out, right? I'm just going to do a really simple animation to show you don't have to follow this because this is a different animation than what we're going to do. Animation is really simple. You select the object that you want to apply a keyframe to, and then you hit I. I for insert keyframe, and you get this like scary looking menu. Apparently they're going to change this eventually, but for now.
Alright, actually, really quick, I'm going to go run to the bathroom, so I will be back in just a moment, y'all. Hola, oops, I return. Oh shit, wait. Hola, I return. Alright, where the fuck was I on the tutorial? Alright, here we go.
Right? I'm just going to do a really simple animation to show you don't have to follow
Sorry if I
this
just go a
because
little
this
bit
is
quiet.
a different animation than what we're going to do. Animation is really simple. You select the object that you want to apply a keyframe to, and then you hit I. I for insert keyframe, and you get this like scary looking menu. Apparently,
Okay, really quick, I actually want to make a duplicate of that camera. Hold on. Let's rename this main camera. Main camera. And then Shift D. Oh, wait, shit. Shift D, then. Fuck, I did not mean to do that. Okay, have that camera selected, and Shift D to duplicate it, and then name this animation. Hold on. Camera. Animation camera. Because I want to actually have like the still the main camera on that. Just in case if things go like horribly wrong. It's like, you know, that one Chowder, it's like, or I think Chowder, question mark, it's like the, and nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong. Anyway.
they're going to change this eventually. But for now, you would place a keyframe on what it is you're planning to animate. So in this case, it's the location, right? So I want to move the camera, location. Then I change my frame count to be the frame I want it to end at. Then I move the object how I want it to move, right there. And then I add another keyframe, I, and then say location. And now, as I play it back, which I can do by hitting spacebar, you can see that the camera is moving. Haha, look at us, right? A very simple camera move. Now, I don't actually want that though, so I'm gonna delete those keyframes. And what we want is, we want what I showed you at the start. We want our camera to start up here, right?
Okay, you know what? Fuck, I'm just gonna follow the camera movement, or the camera tutorial, because like I can't be bothered to just follow the or like do what I want it to do.
Rotated, pointing down
where there's like
this
multiple
way,
camera
and then we want it
points.
to move in an arc in this direction. Terrible arrow. Pointed this way, right? Now you could do this. You could move the camera up there. You could then re-rotate it to point it down, and then do a keyframe for the location, the rotation, and then do another one over here. But it would be very difficult to control that movement. And really, this is a rather simple movement if we have a pivot object. If we have something here, and then we parent that camera to that object, and then we just rotate that object, it's a lot easier. So what we need to add is, first of all, I want to think, what do I want to be the center of it? What do I want to be, where do I want that pivot object? So I think, you know, somewhere roughly in the middle of these donuts. So right here, I'm going to hold down Shift and then right click, and that's going to put my 3D cursor right where I've put it. And now to add an object, Shift A, and I'm looking for empty. So an empty, I mean, if you're familiar with other creative tools, you probably already know, but it's just something, it's similar to a null object in After Effects, etc.
Okay.
It's just something that's going to be in the 3D viewport that won't be rendered, okay? A number of options here, it doesn't matter which one you choose. You can go plain axes, and then if you went to the options here, the data, you could change the display here to what we saw before. But this is just like a different display object, right? Depending on what you're looking for. I think the sphere is actually the most useful. It's way too big currently, so I'm going to change the size to be something about that. And there we go. Okay, so now what we need to do is we want to parent our camera to this new empty object. So select the camera first, then Shift select that new empty that we've just created.
Oh wait, shit, I gotta pause the tutorial really quick. Okay, so if you were listening to the thingy, so right there I added a kind of like a null object. It's like an invisible item, and that's what we're gonna use as like the I guess the anchor for our camera. So we're gonna hook the animation camera to, yeah, no dude, it's like completely fine. Like again, how do you make a donut again? Okay, really quick, I'm just gonna show it really quick. one of the main things you want to know is like just Shift A, and then you get this menu right here, right? There's a lot of like keybinds that I still need to memorize, but you want to go over to mesh, and then yeah, just choose the shape that you want close enough. But yeah, you would make a torus right there. Let's move it over a little bit here, and then you just want to mess with the scale a little bit. Yeah, mess with the scale, and then like, yeah, you can just mess around with the shaping or whatever. I actually completely forgot about what to do in that whole part, but yeah, that's how you add, quote unquote, a donut. I actually can't fucking remember, because I actually remember I followed those steps like, what, like 2 weeks ago? Dog, I already forgot. Installation 04. I mean, you could theoretically just make a Halo render. Shit, yeah, the Great Journey is real. Like, dude, I'm actually having so much fun with Blender. I might actually just make random ass things and just like, yeah, like, dude, it's so fun. Like, okay, you know what? Slight tangent right here, but you know, I want to show a video to y'all that like essentially inspired me to pursue 3D animation. And this was actually something that also kind of served as a stepping stone for some other things. You could make a Gundam. I was also thinking that too. Like, I wanted to try to recreate like a Gundam head or like a Zaku head or whatever mech head that I like. But hold on. Where is the video? 3D animation trend top 100. I honestly forgot the name of it, but it's basically along the lines of that. Is this the one? Is this the video? Yes, it is. Okay, this video. Okay, that's really loud. But what do you call it? This video right here, it's called Top 100 3D Renders from the Internet's Largest CG Challenge. And this video right here, I remember watching Mega Meth Head. What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? What kind of request is that? But yeah, this video right here, I'm sending it in the chat right now. This video right here actually was like my main inspiration for picking up 3D animation. But it's also like, it has a song that I'm like, oh, I like this song a lot. Like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna add that song to the queue right now. Let me add it. But yeah, essentially like this video, yeah, it's like I challenge 3D artists to create a unique environment for a simple animation. And if you look in the video, it's like somebody dragging something, but people like, yeah, different CG artists like take like the template of it and then they put like their own like twist on it. Like you'll see some where it's like a robot dragging junk or whatever, or like some eldritch horror like walking through like a field or whatever. Like all sorts of like cool stuff. And I saw this and I was like, ooh. Okay, I kind of want to do something like this at some point. So that was actually one of the first, I guess catalyst, I guess, if that's the correct way to use the word. I guess one of the early catalysts of me picking up 3D like art in a way. But yeah. It's raining here, so put the ODST soundtrack. Oh, dude, you say no more. You know what? Here's the funny thing. So, again, like I mentioned about the what do you call it? Top songs, dude. Fucking Halo's on one of my top artists, and it's been like that for like I don't know how many years. But I'm like, damn, I actually kind of listen to a lot of Halo soundtrack. But hold on, let me get the songs down. Realities. But yeah, this song that I'm about to put in the queue, this was a song that was in that video, and it's like, ooh, you gotta have to keep it on your top 5. Dude, you already know it. You don't even have to tell me. Don't lose my way. I will. Yes, I am staying my way. You know what? Growing up, people are like, "Ew, why you listen to the Halo soundtrack, bro? That's kind of cringe." And I'm like, "You're fucking cringe. I will listen to what I like." And yeah, you know what? For I don't know how many years, 5+ years, it's just been listening to the Halo soundtracks. But you know what? ODST. Where is it? But yeah, this song right here. This was used in that CG video. Let's see. Let's add in some of my favorites. But yeah, again, I highly recommend looking at that video that I just sent in chat, because yeah, so you could kind of get a grasp of why I got inspired by it. But yeah, okay, so the guy said we're gonna have that that invisible object, that sphere. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's right on the donut. That's gonna serve as the anchor for our camera, because I'm assuming that we're gonna position that camera like, yeah, it's gonna lock to that sphere. And since when it's starting from the top, like the guy said, it's gonna start from the top and then like rotate, I'm assuming, around the I guess the circumference of that sphere. But yeah. But this song right here, it's a banger. What is this? Oh. I got like a message from something. Hold up. Anyway, we're gonna continue on that. Let's see. So I want to select the animation camera.
And then I'm going to hit Control P and then set parent, object, keep transform, just like what we did with the.
Oh wait, do I have to select both of them?
So
oh
now
shit,
you
hold
should
up.
see if
Oh, I need to arrange. What do you call it? Main objects. Yeah, okay. Let's move the plants to main objects, headphones to main objects. BRB, bro, you are stepping away right before we're about to start listening to the Halo soundtrack. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, but just bring us with you. You know, if you're watching on your phone, you wait. All right, good. Good. You will listen to Peak soundtrack whether you like it or not.
if you select that empty, and as I rotate it around, the camera will rotate with it. And if you look through the camera with numpad 0, and then just double tap R, you can see that I can trackball rotate.
Oh, okay, wait.
What we need to do is we want to parent our camera to this new empty object. So select the camera first, then shift select that new empty that we've just created, and then I'm going to hit Control P, and then set parent, object, keep transform, just like what we did with the icing and the donut. So now you should see, if you select that empty, and as I rotate it around, the camera will rotate with it. And if you look through the camera with numpad 0, and then just double tap R, you can see that I can trackball rotate around it. And you can see this is like way more flexible for what we want. We want the camera to be focused on
you know
one
what? I
point,
guess
and
we
then
gotta
just wanna
delete
move
main
the
camera
around that
maybe.
point. And you can do some really
or actually, wait, no,
nice,
just hide it really
fast
quick.
camera moves here if you wanted to do something snazzy. In our case, we're going to do a nice, simple, slow movement. So first of all, this angle, this look that we've got right here, is where we want the final reveal to be. So this is where I want the end point, the end key.
Hold up. Oh, fuck. Okay, you know what? I guess we really can't just keep that one camera. I'm gonna delete the animation camera then. Shit. Finally, this weekend, you'll be able to watch Transformers 1. Yo! Let's go! Oh my fucking god, dude, you are 2 months, or wait, hold on, 2 months. No, you're fucking 3 months late to that, man. Fuck, I've been waiting for you to watch that. Bro, you're actually gonna watch Peak Cinema, bro. I can guarantee it. Oh, hey, it's the soundtrack. Hold up. Let me turn this shit up really quick. It's also, wait, I'm not sure if it actually was raining here. Have you seen Alien Romulus? No, I have not, but I've been unfortunately spoiled of one of the what do you call it? One of the main spooky parts. You guess that jump scared me? What? Wait, what jump scared you? Me screaming into the mic or like what? Oh, you saw it? Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. Wait, Aliens in 4... Ugh. Ugh. Brother, oh, me screaming. Okay. Sorry about that. Delete. Okay, so select main camera, then null object, then Control P, Then object keep transform. So then again, like the guy said, if we rotate the null object, we actually rotate. So watch this. I'm gonna see, like, we rotate. Fucking rotate. Control Z. Let's set that back. It's actually pretty good, but man, that shit, it was disturbing. I would consider it an alien horror movie, but it's in that genre. I don't get scared that easily. Well, damn, aren't you special? I'm kidding. Hold up. Let's see here.
Keyframe of my animation to be. So you can make your animation as long as you want. I think about 160 frames is about right for this sort of the speed of this animation. So on frame 160 there, you can see it's also mentioned there. I'm going to, with my empty selected, not my camera, I'm going to hit I, and then not select location like I did before, but rotation.
Oh fuck, wait, hold up. I gotta make sure the... Which fucking object is the fucking null object? Hold up. Where is that? Why isn't it an orchid? Hold up. What the fuck? No, don't be in the fucking orchid folder. Why are you in there? I'm standing outside right now while I'm listening to this. Now BRB? Alright. No problem. They'll just miss out on the other ODST bangers. No, I'm kidding. Well, actually, I'm not kidding. Let's see. Fucking... Hold on. Okay,
We're
so...
going to be just rotating that pivot point,
seat.
not changing. So,
Hold on.
slow movement. So first of all, this angle, this look that we've got right here, is where we want the final reveal to be. So this is where I want the end point, the end keyframe of my animation to be. So you can make your animation as long as you want. I think about 160 frames is about right for this sort of the speed of this animation. So on frame 160 there,
Frame
you can see it's also mentioned
160.
there. I'm going to, with my empty selected, not my camera, I'm going to hit I, and then not select location like I did before, but rotation. Because
fuck?
we're going to be just rotating that pivot point, not changing its...
Okay, I... King set failed to insert any keyframes. What the fuck? I pressed I. Hold up.
160
Let me
there.
turn down the
You can see
music
it's
so I
also
can actually
there.
hear the...
I'm going to, with
So I
my
can
empty
listen better.
selected, not my camera, I'm going to hit I, and then not select location like I did before, but rotate.
The fuck? Hold up. So I did select none. I pressed I, but it's saying keying set failed to insert any keyframes. Huh?
Because we're going to be just rotating that pivot point, not
Oh
changing.
wait, did I
its...
miss a step? Fuck. Okay, hold up. Hold up. I gotta go
This
into
is
the
a
keyframe
different animation than what we're going to do.
category really
Drag
quick.
up on this divider here, and you can see we've got a timeline, which if I click and drag across, is currently doing nothing because there is no animation. So if we pull out, right, I'm just going to do a really simple animation to show you don't have to follow this because this is a different animation than what we're going to do. Animation is really simple. You select the object that you want to apply a keyframe to, and then you hit I. I for insert keyframe, and you get this like scary looking...
Wait a minute, hold on.
Apply a keyframe to, and then you hit I. I
The
for...
fuck? What do you mean hit I, bro? Oh wait, hold on. Object mode? No. What the hell? ID data? No, that's not it. Object mode, hold up. Am I doing something wrong? Hold up. Hold up. How do I do this? Insert keyframe menu. Insert Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I guess they... What the hell? Okay, so it does tell me to... King said... What the fuck?
Insert keyframe.
Did I not... Hold
And
up.
you get this like scary looking menu. Apparently they're going to change this eventually. But for now, you would place a
Hold
keyframe on what it is you're...
Okay, Control P. That is... What the fuck? No, wrong window. No, do not print that. Control P. Hello? Are you... You're not gonna... Oh, here we go. Control P. Then I... What the hell? Keying set failed to insert any keyframes. The hell you mean it failed to insert keyframes?
planning to animate. So in this case, it's the location.
Okay,
right?
yeah,
So
no,
I'm
this
gonna
is
move
what
the
I mean,
camera,
like, for, like,
location.
2 hours.
Then
I'm just
I
like, what the
change
fuck
my
do you mean this
frame
ain't
count
working?
to be the frame I want it to end at. Then I move the object how I want it to move, right there, and then I add another keyframe, I, and then say location. And now, as I play it back, which I can do by hitting spacebar, menu, apparently they're going to change this eventually, but for now, you would place a keyframe on what it is you're planning to animate. So
Insert keyframe menu. Where's that? Insert keyframe with keying set. What the fuck? Okay, wait, no, they did change the control bind. It's K. Bro, it's K, not I. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
in this case, it's the location, right? So I want to move the camera, location. Then I change my frame count to be the frame I want it to end at. Then I move the object how I want it to move, right there.
Okay.
The end point, the end keyframe of my animation to be. So you can make your animation as long as you want. I think about go to the first frame, which I could do by clicking and dragging, or shift left arrow will jump you to the first frame, or you can click these little, I don't know what you call that button, jump to end point. You can do that as well. And now that I'm here, I'm going to rotate this along not the tilt axis, which it is by default, but the X axis. Aha, right. So now you can see we are doing that exact move.
Okay, hold on.
Then shift select that new empty that we've just created. Well, for what we want. We want the camera got right here is 160 frames did before, but rotation, because we're going to be just rotating that pivot point, not changing.
Okay, so select that, then rotation.
Its position. So rotation. Then I'm going to go to the first frame, which I could do by clicking and dragging, or shift left arrow will jump you to the first frame, or you can click these little I don't know what you call that
okay.
button.
We're messing with
Jump
this
to
bar down
end
here.
point. You can do that as well. And now that I'm here, I'm going to rotate this along not the tilt axis, which it is by default, but the X axis. Aha, right. So now you can see we are doing that exact move.
Okay, so we're gonna go into camera POV, and then rotate. Oh no! Do not delete that. Along the Y-axis. So we're gonna click the Y-axis, then rotate it. What the fuck? Why aren't you rotating? Oh wait. Okay, it's like that. Shit, I gotta make the roof. Fuck. Okay. I might have to mess around with the ceiling for a little bit. Hold up. Okay, we have a bit of a problem actually. Hold up. Okay, so go out of camera view. We might actually have to extend the cube a little bit. Object mode and then edit. Select face. And extend that just a tiny bit. Then where's the plane? Oh, there it is. Edge select. No, don't do that. Bro, why isn't this selecting? Oh my goodness. I'm actually about to make fucking lose it. How do... Oh wait, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna move this up, I guess. Is this locked or something? Hold up. Why the fuck is it not being able to... Why is it not able to move? Wait a fucking minute. Hold the phone. What the hell? Hello? Why isn't this working? Oh my fucking god, wait. I was in fucking edit mode, not fucking object mode. God fucking damn it. Okay, so one thing I gotta keep remembering. Put the thing in object mode if I want to move it. Oh my fucking god. That's why it wasn't moving, because it wasn't in object mode. Hey guys. Professional idiot here. Okay, now that we fixed the thingy, we're gonna rotate the camera again. Rotate. What the? No, don't do that. Okay, I guess suddenly we're on the x-axis now. Oh wait, no, that's because it's not fucking... Oh my god. We're not in the rotate. Okay, click that, and then Y. We're gonna... Ah, shit, I gotta move this a little bit. Gotta be centered just a tiny bit.
We want. And in the top left-hand corner, you can see the exact number of degrees. And I'm going to go with exactly minus 90. So if you hold down Control, you can see it's snapping to minus 90. And then I'm going to click. Okay, now before I change my frame, if I was to change the frame, you can see it's just snapped me back to where I were. So always remember, you have to create a keyframe if you've changed its movement without saving it or without putting in a new keyframe. So back up to here, minus 90, and I'm going to hit I and then say.
Okay, instead of hitting I, we hit K.
A rotation. Okay.
Rotation again.
Okay.
K.
And now,
oh, no. So click that. K. Rotation. So we added the keyframes now. Oh shit! We did it! Yo, look at that! We got it animated! Holy shit! Hold up. Hold up. We got it! We got it! Yo! Look at that! We did it! We fucking did it! Holy shit! Oh fuck, that is really messed up. Okay. Let's go! We got the fucking rotation! Oh fuck, that is not centered at all though. Fuck, I gotta fix that. But look at that! Look at that! We got the keyframes! We got it! Holy shit! Holy shit. Holy shit, we did it!
now we should see if we hit spacebar to play.
Okay,
A
we're just gonna
very,
have it like
very
this while I
simple
watch the
animation.
tutorial.
Okay, now we can tweak this though. We can improve this because you can see that for one, it's a little awkward that the camera starts in a completely stationary stop position, then it ramps up, and then it slows down towards the end. It's a little bit of a weird camera move. What I want instead is I want it to start, I already want it to be moving, right? Like almost like it's from another shot that's kind of faded into this one. I want it to start moving and then to much more slowly fade it out than it is currently, because you can see it just kind of like drops down here and then the camera just stops and it's a little too sudden. And while you could change the keyframes here, like you can do some very simple handle type changes, this view, this layout view is not the best place to do this. So instead, if you go to the animation tab at the top there,
Oh shit!
see it's again,
Animation
it's
tab.
rearranged.
Hold up. What the fuck? Oh shit! This is another thing we gotta. Oh my god! Oh! Another POV to look at. Yeah, but like, look at that. You can see like the camera rotate in. Look at that. Look at that. Holy shit. We're fucking gaming, guys. We are fucking gaming. Holy moly. Holy moly. I do kind of want to fix the framing a little bit. Okay, layout. Holy shit. Okay, wait. So I'm gonna pause this in just a second. So I want to actually move this up just a tiny bit. Then play it. Wait, why did you move back? Oh my fucking god. Hello? Why did this move back? No, you're not supposed to, you're supposed to be. Oh my fucking god. Yes, you're supposed to be right there. No! Oh my god, it reset. Okay, hold on. We're gonna move this in the center again right here. Or center it as best we can. Okay. Then rotation. Hopefully this will fix it. I guess it... Oh my fucking god. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna stick with that. We're gonna stick with the very off-center camera. Damn, this is actually cool as fuck, though. Holy shit. Alright. So we go into the animation tab. Go into the animation. Oh, okay. I think I'm starting to see, like... Let's see here.
All your screens. This over here is just another 3D view. Over here is the camera view. But at the bottom here, you can see we've changed from
Maybe
the
we're good?
timeline, which is what we had before.
Oh, okay, the
and it's
timeline. Okay.
the animation tab at the top there. You can see it's rearranged all your screens. This over here is just another 3D view. Over here is the camera view. But at the bottom here, you can see we've changed from the timeline, which is what we had before, and it's changed to a dope sheet. So a dope sheet is just going to show you more information about the keyframes. So for example, you can see that the X rotation has a dot over here and a dot over here, but the Y and the Z has a different look. It's got a continuous line across it. And that's to show you that this actually hasn't changed. The Y and the Z has no information that's changed from the start to the end. So we don't actually need these keyframes. So I only need the X rotation.
Wait
so
a minute. Shit, mine's kind of wrong because mine's on the... Okay, the line's right here. Like... So it said, the guy just said that, like, the Y-axis is the one that's supposed to have the line, but mine's, like, the opposite. Like, the X and Z are the ones with the lines, not the Y. Hold up.
The Y and
something
the Z.
ain't right.
I'm just going to delete them just by hitting the delete key.
Oh, delete them? What the fuck? I'm not.
So
Okay, I'm not gonna delete them because like mine's different.
Right, but we can't really change it. We can't make it so this starts faster and then this slows down from this view. Instead, we need to change to a different view. So in the top left-hand corner, click this, and we're going to change the window type to be graph editor. Okay.
Wait,
so the
I walk
graph
away for like 1 second. What?
Right, but we can't really change it. We can't make it so this starts faster and then this slows down from this view. Instead, we need to change to a different view. So in the top
Different
left-hand
view.
corner,
Oh!
click this, and we're going to change the window type to be graph editor.
Graph editor.
Okay,
Oh.
so the graph editor
What
looks
the
like this.
fuck
I'm
is
going
all
to use
this?
middle mouse to pan around here. And you can see we've now got a line,
What
right,
the
with some
fuck?
handles on it, which is a lot easier to understand, but it's hard
This
to
is
get it
not
all in the
easy
view.
to understand. What
So
do you
could hit
mean?
the home key, and that will automatically reorient everything to position it in the view. Or if you hold down Control and middle mouse button, this enables you to just moving around, just dragging around.
Oh, okay,
Control
there we
middle
go.
Mouse button will change the
Holy shit, I'm
the
gaming.
axes zoom as well as the Y, right, up and down like that. Which is just a really handy way to quickly
Control
orient
and then
yourself
middle
around.
mouse.
So Control middle mouse to change this, and then you can middle mouse to pan to a different area. Okay, so again, making sure I'm looking at the X rotation there, right? And if we look, you should see the problem that we have, right? We have the start of the animation. It's a very slow curve that's going up. It picks
Oh,
up
mine,
speed in the-
mine is the opposite. Okay, so like, okay, so if you see my cursor right here, right? What the? There's my cursor. So it's saying that the graph starts here, right? And then it goes up. Dog, mine is at the opposite. I don't know what's happening anymore. Fuck.
in the middle, and then it
Oh,
ends
fuck, yeah,
here,
no, I
and
definitely
the
messed
end
something
is a
up.
little abrupt considering the amount of movement that it has. So really, we want this line instead to look a little bit closer to this line,
Oh.
right? Or even, I mean, that was kind of a bad line. Pull it rather like
Pull it
that.
the-
Okay, that's the kind of look that we want. So with our starting keyframe here, I'm going to use the same hotkey that you use everywhere, and that's R, to just get that angle to look a lot closer
Whoa.
to what I want.
Oh, shit.
Don't go too far up. If you go like vertical, you'll see that the start is like,
Hold on, I gotta see what this looks like. Whoa. Okay, so I definitely I messed that up. Yeah, cause like, look, cause like, okay, so the yeah, hold on, let me pause this. Okay, so the keyframe, right? It starts right here, but since when the graph is going up, it rotates backwards for a second, and then it just goes down. Hold up. I gotta fix that. This brings me back to my 3D modeling classes back in the day. Damn. Hopefully I'm not giving you any flashbacks. Hopefully they're all positive. Yeah. Ugh. Jesus. All right.
so abrupt, it's almost like it's like skipping down or something.
Okay, so said R, Shift R. What? Oh. Oh wait, no, it's because I didn't select it. Shift R. Shift R? Shift R. Am I? Hold on, wait, was it Shift R? Hold up. Am I dumb?
I'm going to use the same hotkey that you use everywhere, and that's R, to just get
Oh
that.
no, it is just R. Hold up. Yeah, no, I'm fucking dumb. Like, do I have to have this, like... No, don't do that. Do I have to, like, be here? Then click R? No, what the fuck? What the hell? Hold on, wait, let's see how it is if it's just a straight line like that. It's alright. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what we
angle
were
to
going
look
for.
a
You know
lot
what?
closer.
Great memories of everyone being confused on what we were doing. All right, so this is complete normal behavior for 3D artists. Then it's just like what the fuck is happening? Why isn't this doing what I want it to do? Okay, I got this. Then we got this. We're actually goated.
To what I want. Don't go too far up. If you go like vertical,
So we got the animation.
You'll see that the start is like
Dude, why is
so
mine not,
abrupt. It's
like,
almost like it's like
rotating
skipping
away?
down or something. So I don't want it to be that far. I'm going to rotate a little bit out like that. So there's a little bit of a harsh movement, but not too harsh, if you know what I mean. As we
Okay,
can-
yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna do my own thing at this point. Like, I'm not gonna follow that, man. Hold up. So, what do I select along the line or something? R. What the? What the heck? Why is it going backwards now? What the heck? Well, the camera is doing something weird now. Hold up, you guys see that, right? I did something to the camera. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, now all of a sudden we are going backwards. I don't know why or what I clicked, but we are now suddenly going backwards. Why are we going backwards, man? How did I go from Oh my goodness. Dude, why is it going backwards? What? What did I do? Hello? I'm actually in disbelief. What did I do? What? Well, okay, I guess we're stuck in a backwards animation now. Dude, I'm like staring at I'm staring at my screen now because like when I press like Control Z, it doesn't fix it. Like, hello? Oh wait, fuck, I didn't mean to press that. Guys, I need help. I don't know why it's going backwards now. Why is it going backwards? Oh wait, I'm dumb. It's because I clicked the... Oh my goodness. Alright, so it just turns out I clicked the wrong button. You see these two buttons right here? I meant to click this one because it plays it forward, but it just turns out I played the backwards one. Jeez, man. Oh my goodness. I may be stupid. Yeah, we're just gonna do it like that. Gets everyone every time? Exactly. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you know what? I'm happy with this camera movement. You know what? I'm happy with I'm happy with this.
have the camera start closer to the dome.
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna
But
skip
it's
that.
so small, like the amount of variance here, it's so small that it's just not.
Normalizing the
If you
graphic.
try to move a key out a little bit as well, the
Frames per
S, which
second.
stands for frames per second. If you play video games, you're already well familiar with that term. And you can see as we play through it, it can't really make up its mind. It's like 24, no, 25, 26, 20, 24. I think it's just a readout glitch in Blender. It's actually a constant 24 frames per second by default. But for whatever reason, it's kind of like fluctuating between them. Anyway, point is you can change that amount by going to your output settings over.
Oh, the output settings. Where is my output settings? Output. Is this output? Yeah, this is output. Granted, my Blender knowledge is like from 2015, so lots have changed with the program as far as I know. Yeah, I can imagine
here,
so.
and then underneath format, you've got frame rate.
Oh,
now,
format.
for whatever
Okay.
reason, Blender
Where's
chose
format?
24 frames per second, which is
24
really
frames,
only
okay.
used for feature film. Everyone else, for like TV or YouTube, it's 30 frames per second.
30.
You can also go 60 frames per second if you wanted to really pay for longer render times, because it means things you have to render like twice as many frames, but it means things are buttery smooth. You won't actually see it right now because I'm recording this tutorial at 30 frames per second. Anyways, really, the options that most people choose are 24 for cinema and feature films, 30 if you're a normal person and you're making things for internet or YouTube or anything, and then 60 if it's for like 3D content or something that has to be really, really smooth.
Okay.
Anyways, we're going to set it to 30 because that is the more standard frame rate for most things. I know people like to argue, but yes, 30 is, in my opinion, a much more reasonable frame rate for most things.
Okay.
And the final thing you'll note as we play through this is that it gets to frame 160 and then it just kind of pauses for a bit until it gets to frame 250 and then it loops back. And that is because the end frame is set to 250.
okay.
So if we set this to 160 instead, which is what our animation ends at, you can see it
Set
will
to
now play
170.
through and it'll get to the end and then it will loop back to the start. And also if you want to like reset this view in your timeline, you can hit the home key and that'll like expand it out a little bit. And there you go. So that is basically our final animation. You can tweak it. You
Yeah,
can
this
make it
looks
a little bit
nothing
more
like the
polished than what
tutorial.
I have here, because when I'm recording a tutorial, I can only do.
All right. Well, we're on to what? Part 13 out of 14.
We've
We're
got
actually
the
getting there.
donuts. We've got the animation. Now it's time to do our
Dude.
final lovely render. So we are rendering using the Cycles rendering engine, which, to jog your memory from the rendering video, the way it works is, turning off denoise, is it starts with a very noisy image with a low sample count and then
Okay, we're gonna pause that. And get out of camera view. Move this down. Move out of camera. No, not in camera view. Let's just. Right.
over time, you can see in the top left there, it throws more samples at it and it refines that image to be cleaner and cleaner.
Oh wait, hold up. I gotta fix something. I gotta fix this. What do you call it? No, don't. Why are you doing that? Hold up. There we go. There we go. Now it's closed up.
Cleaner, essentially. So if we were to set this maximum sample count to a really absurdly low value, like say 10 samples, you could see it renders very quickly, right? It's done almost instantaneously, but it's so noisy that you can't see any of the detail. Now, there is the magical denoise function, which we will be using. However, that is not, it does solve a lot. It's definitely helpful, but it's not perfect, especially for animations, because on each frame, the sample variation, even though it's set to be stable, there will be variances frame to frame. So if you're using a low sample count, this AI denoiser, it will do its best, but it'll still have like splotchy patterns that will appear. And you can actually notice it if you go looking for it. Like the other day I was watching one of Mr. Beast's videos and there was like an animation in it, and I was looking at it and I saw like all this splotchy stuff like on the sides, and I was like, oh damn, that team must be on like a really tight deadline because they did not have time to render out the proper samples. But anyways, so I did a few tests for this exact scene here. You can see this is with 20 samples. You zoom into the background there, you can see splotchiness. It's especially noticeable in out of focus areas, which I'll show you how to do that out of focusness soon. But you can see it's very splotchy and you wouldn't ever want to use it. 50 starts to look a little more stable, but still the splotchiness is very noticeable. You don't want that. 100, this is where it's starting to look usable, but still not great. I wouldn't consider that good. 300 samples is where I consider the bare minimum for a scene like this. But ideally, you would be able to go up to 500 samples, which is where a lot of that splotchiness is so negligible.
Oh wait, I almost forgot one thing. I gotta scale down everything. Oh my goodness. Hold up, I gotta scale down everything. Why is nothing scaling down? Hello? Oh. Oh, there we go. Scale this down just a tiny bit. Well, actually, by a tiny bit, probably just a lot. Hold up. One-tenth of its size. Dude, my camera's doing that thing again. Hold up. What's it doing that? Okay, never mind. This thing got ruined. Alright. Seems like we gotta... Never mind. We gotta scale everything back up again. Well... We messed up, but oh well.
Notice it. And if you have time or you don't mind, which areas need more, it's what's in the render settings, which is going to be saved into your final animation. There is also noise threshold, also known as adaptive sampling. And the way this works is it will try to look at the image and determine which areas are already clean enough, and then which areas need more samples, like dark areas where there's not enough light or something, and it'll throw more samples specifically into that area.
Oh, this looks horrible,
it's very
man.
efficient, and I would love to use it. Unfortunately, it doesn't play well with the denoiser. With the denoiser, it can create splotchy areas, which are not good, obviously. So if you're using the denoiser, which, let's face it, is probably 99% of the time, then you can't really use the noise threshold. At least as far as I've seen, I haven't seen it work reliably enough. So uncheck noise threshold. Samples, I went with 500. Try to go, yeah, if you're on a laptop, maybe 300, but try to go up from there and get a nice clean
All right,
result.
yeah, no, I definitely need
There's
to
also a
scale
time
everything
limit.
down,
I almost
man.
never use this, but this just puts like a cap on each frame. So if, I don't know, the samples was gonna take the image to like 25 seconds to render, if you set your time limit to be 20 seconds, it would just stop at whatever sample count 20.
All right, we're actually gonna fix the scaling again, because I guess we really do have to mess with the what do you call it? So we're gonna select everything again. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's actually decentered. Alright. Alright, so I think we could actually recover from this. We just need to... We gotta fix the camera. Well... Okay, so undo that. Let's scale it down. Just, you know what, to half. I don't feel like scaling it down to like 1:1. And we're gonna see how the camera movement is. Oh yeah, that's way off. Shit. How do I do that again? Oh, right. Camera movement. Camera movement, and then we're gonna move the empty and the camera to that. Yes, we gotta fix that. Camera, where's the empty? What? Okay, now see, my problem is, why does it keep moving back? Delete keyframe. You know what, we're gonna delete the keyframe. Because I already remembered the controls on how to do keyframes, so we're gonna... Alright, here we go. We're gonna move it again. Gonna move the... Hello, can I move it? Where's the main camera? Hello? Where's the camera? Oh shit, it's above. Oopsies. Okay, wait, hold on. I need to bring back the... bring back the keyframes for just a second. Move that keyframe, then remove this keyframe, and we're gonna shift tilde to then move this just very, very carefully. Very carefully move this camera up again. Move it up. Just gotta fix the camera again. Shift tilde. Hold Alt, and that like so. There we go. Then the empty, we're gonna move. Shit, I forgot they're still connected. How do I remove the parent? Alright, you know what? We're gonna delete this. Wait, what did that do? What the? What the heck? Okay, I guess we're not gonna delete that. Control P. Oh, dude, I messed up horribly. Alright, I'm gonna duplicate Shift D. Or wait, Control D? What the heck? Why is it not duplicating the camera? Duplicate. Copy. Then paste. We're gonna delete this entire thing right here. Oh, that's not good at all. How do we deparent this thing? Control P. That's not good at all. Factory override data collection. Okay, you know, I gotta look up really quick how to deparent this. Blender, how to deparent objects. Alt P. Oh, okay, it's Alt P. Alt P. Alt P? No, that doesn't do anything. Hold up. Okay, you know, we're gonna go with this anyway. I guess it's just gonna be in the ground, I guess. Unless that really messes up the... Okay, well, I guess now I can't put any keyframes anymore. What the heck? Insert keyframe. Yo, I messed up badly, dog. This isn't good. I guess I really do have to delete this camera and then just... But no, see, where's the camera? Oh, there it is. And I threw on the ground. No! Hold on. Okay, I think we're actually so back. Hold up. Okay, so... Never mind. I didn't mess up. But that's not good at all. Hold up. Wait, why is my camera in the... Oh, wait. Never mind. These aren't donuts. These are computer screens. I know. Okay, shift tilde. Let's move this camera again. I feel so old making that reference. Oh my god. Would it hurt if I said I don't even know like what you're referring to? Would that hurt you more? Okay, camera. We're gonna move that down to camera movement. And we're gonna move out of camera mode. I don't know why it keeps snapping me here. And then we're going to hold on, Shift A, empty, then sphere. But what the? Shift it down. Shift it down. What the? There we go. I don't care if it's no longer centered. Never heard of Lonely Island? Nope. I'm sorry, but I have not. Okay. Select the camera. That. I gotta move the camera movement. Then K. Oh wait, no, not K. Select these two. Control P. Object keep transform. Then select the camera again. Oh. Plavi3D, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good today. Okay, so Control P, and then while the camera's selected, rotation. And then we set that to the keyframe. And then we're gonna... What do you call it? Boy, we got a new Blender? Indeed. Yes, welcome in. I am new Blenderer. I guess, hold on. How long has this been going on? This has been going on for a good 16 hours. Yes, I am a new Blenderer. I've been... yeah, wanting to try it out for a while now. But yeah, I'm following Blender Guru's tutorial in a way, like loosely following it, but like I'm like adding my own twist to it, you know. I guess to catch you up. Instead of like following like the plant and the utensils in the back, I added a orchid and a headphones, and then I added some. Actually, let me turn on the rendering real quick. I actually looked up a different tutorial on how to add, I guess, glowing objects. So I added something a little bit extra. I added that bar in the back, and then the sprinkles just glow. And for some reason, I was like struggling with the cylinder sprinkles, so I was like, ah, fuck it, we're gonna go with circle. Yeah, it's pretty solid. But yeah, like I'm really liking all of this so far. I definitely didn't forget to scale down everything, so I actually had to quickly scale down everything just so the render would not be as like bad or whatever. And yeah, I had to reset the camera. My twist was having a donut car drive across the table and crashed into the donut. Ooh, nice. Nice indeed. Fuck, what's that again? Okay. Oh, right. I need to set the camera rotation. Let me turn that. Then rotate. Rotate. No! Oh shit! Why did I delete that? Shit. Yeah, no, why is it going on that axis? Hold up. This is... Oh, wait, the y-axis. Oops. There we go. Okay. We're just gonna... Oh, that is really off-center. But you know what? We're not trying to be perfect here. I gave up. I give up. I'm just gonna get this done so I can get the basic things down. Welcome to the wacky world of 3D. Thank you. I feel welcome, but also I feel overwhelmed. Okay. I'm gonna get out of that. I gotta find the camera. Okay. Or no, hold up. Shift K and then rotation. And then will this do it? That... What the fuck? Hold up. Why didn't it save? Hold up. Why didn't it do that? Shift K. No Shift K? Hold up. Blender is by far one of the hardest creative softwares to learn. It's... Oh, alright. It's understandable, yeah. I mean, okay, to be honest, like, I'm starting to get the hang of things, but it's like, if I step away for, like, a day, I'm like... I completely forget all of the keybinds, which is, like, the funniest thing. I'm like, alright, let's do this. But what are the controls again? I really gotta, like, print that, what do you call it? That cheat sheet or whatever on the, What the fuck? Why aren't you Hold up. Oh! I had the wrong thing selected. Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on. I gotta undo all of this. Or wait. Okay, yeah, the camera's back there, but I gotta go over here. Control K or Shift K. Rotation. Do that. What the? Why isn't this working? Yeah, there's a lot. You either live by those keybinds or you die by them. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. Control. What the? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna rotate it again. Okay. Then keyframe right there. Then where's... Hello? Oh, there it is. Control K. Or shift... Was it Shift? Okay, it's Shift K. I keep clicking Control K. Rotation. Will that set the... Control K? Oh, not Control K. Hello? Keyframe, hello? Why aren't you doing your thing? Okay, I have the object selected. Shift K. Rotation, but now it's telling me that it's not there. What the fuck? I need to press I to insert a keyframe. Okay, but now see, the thing is, when I click... Okay, now it wants to work. What the heck? But at the same time, it's not. What the... Hold up. Hello? Dude. Oh my goodness. I had this right the first time. Why isn't this working? Do I have... Oh my god, do I have to set this goddamn thing again? Hold up. Well, let's pause that. Okay, so that keyframe is there. Because when I tried pressing I to add the keyframe, it wouldn't do that. I forgot what warning it gave. Shift K. Not an animator, but I believe the active keying set is just telling it to go off by rotation. When you set a keyframe, to actually set a keyframe, you gotta press I. Okay. So, added 3 keyframes. What the hell? Now that's the thing that gets me, right? Like, it wouldn't, like... Hold on. Where was the controls for it? Insert keyframe. Yeah, insert keyframe by keying set, and then insert keyframe. When I tried inserting key... Okay, well, now it lets me, but before, it was, like, giving me a warning that it wouldn't. So I would have to, like, just do, like, K. Does this work now? No, it won't. Oh my goodness. I'm losing it just a tiny bit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Insert keyframe. Am I selecting the wrong thing? Wait, hold on. I gotta look back on the previous video. Hold on.
It's time to learn frame of my reveal to be. So
does it have to be
to
to
end point,
never
the
used
end keyframe
K...
of my animation to be?
Yeah, no, like it was that's the weird thing. Like it was letting me like use letting me use K, and like it worked completely fine, but now it's not working. So
you can make your animation as long as you, and then you can see we are doing that exact move we want.
Does it have
and
to
in
be
the top
selected
left-hand
to
corner, you
empty
can see
rather
the
than the
exact number.
camera? Hold up. Okay, shift. Active keying set rotation. Active keying set. Huh? Never used K. Yeah. I don't know, man. Empty is what you're parenting to. Yeah, so you're animating the empty. Oh! Okay. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, no, I was trying to animate the camera. Oh my goodness. Okay, that explains a lot. Yeah, no, I definitely did something wrong. Let me just, like... Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's reset the camera again. Let's reset the camera. Then... What the... No, it's not doing it. What the heck? Selected channels, all channels. Mouse needs to be in 3D view. Oh, okay. Hold on. Shit. Okay. Okay, yeah, no, so it looks like we set it there. Now we just gotta move back to... Oh, wait, no, that... God damn it, that was for the camera. Insert keyframe, all channel, hold on. Was it all channels that I... Mouse and context is sensitive, so when you set the keyframe, do it hovering the 3D view, not the timeline. Dog, I'm gonna be so real. Like, all of a sudden, I'm not understanding anything. Hold on. Okay, so I got it in empty. Okay, we got it. We got it. We're gonna try that again. Okay, I think we got it this time. Move back to this keyframe. Out of that. Why did it go back? Hold up. Okay, there we go. Is it working? It's not working. Hold up. But why is it in the main camera, not the animation? Okay, let's do this again. I have a feeling so... Does it have something to do with this? Like, because it's like yellow. Okay, let's delete these keyframes. Delete these keyframes. You can hover your mouse over that and press I and we'll set up the keyframe where it's the yellow. Like, oh no, not that. Oh, okay, there we go. We got it. We got it. Okay, thank you. We got it. I don't care about the animation quality at this point. We got it. We're just gonna fix the animation again. Oh, whoa. Okay, well, that's close enough. Blender legend right there. Yes, thank you. Nope. Not that. Just this one. I just want to change the animation slightly. I'm not going to do anything fancy like in the tutorial. I just want to do something basic. Okay, we're just going to stick with that. I'm not going to touch it anymore. We're not touching it. We're not touching it anymore. Okay. Okay, back to the rendering.
We've got the donuts. Make sure that everything you...
Okay. Rendering. Still image seek. Okay, we're not there yet. Okay, so we're on the part 13.
Is already clean enough.
Rendering is the best part. I sure hope it
like
is.
Dark areas where there's not enough light or something, and it'll throw your sample specifically into that area.
Oh my goodness.
And it's very efficient, and I would love to use it. Unfortunately, it doesn't play well with the denoiser. With the denoiser, it can create splotchy
Juicy Cycles renders. Let's fucking go, yo.
areas, which are not good, obviously. So if you're using the denoiser, which, let's face it, is probably 99% of the time, then you can't really use the noise threshold. At least as far as I've seen, I haven't seen it work reliably enough. So uncheck noise threshold. Samples, I went with 500. Try to go, yeah, if you're on a laptop, maybe 300, but try to go up from there and you'll get a nice, clean result. There's also time limit. I almost never use this, but this just puts like a...
You know what? We're going to set it to 750, even though the tutorial said like 500. Well, gotta head off. Good luck with the rest of the stream, and good night. Thank you for joining us, Barry. We are actually getting close to the end, I think. I think, like, I might just, like, finish this rendering stuff. Don't forget to save your work. Thank you for that. Let me actually just save that right now. I can't remember the last time I saved. Oh shit, that's really crunchy. Oh, now that's awful. Okay, so noise threshold.
The samples was gonna take the image to like 25 seconds to render. If you set your time limit to be 20 seconds, it would
Well,
just
what happens
stop
if I
at
just
whatever
turn it down to like 200, basically? That's crazy. You can do like 120 with the optics denoiser and save yourself like 10 hours. Oh, Jesus. All right. It's like this is not real time. It will always be crunchy in the view. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. So like, should I just have it at like 200 then, or like 128? Because like, I don't know, this viewport, like I saw it and I'm like, dog, this looks like it's AI art, and I don't want to like post it and it looks like that, and people are gonna be like, that's AI art.
sample count 20 seconds gives it.
We're doing viewport, we're doing render. Oh wait, hold on. Am I in the right tab then? Should I be in the rendering? What the? No cycles. This big boy render cannot handle it real time at all. Oh, you were at the right tab? It's right below? Huh? I'm so confused now. I'm so sorry. Sampling viewport. Under that render. Dude, I'm gonna be real. I'm having like that moment where it's like, am I reading this right? Hold on. You have render settings for both. Oh, wait. Okay, no, wait. Now I see. Okay, sampling viewport. Under that is render. Oh, here it is. Okay. Look at 200. Dude, I'm so sorry. Like, my brain is like so cooked right now. Set it to render to 128. Okay, gotcha. 128. Okay, I got you.
And then it would move on to the next frame. But as I said,
No, that's still viewport? Oh! Oh my god. Okay. My bad. Let's scroll. Okay. Alright. Thank you.
I almost never use it. I just want to use the exact sample count. Awesome. Now, you might remember previously...
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I was actually looking at the wrong one. Like in the tutorial. Yeah, oh my god, it was under render. Now click the denoiser. Drop down. I'm like, okay.
that when
I'm
you
like
want to
following
do a render,
the
you go
tutorial at the
render,
same
render
time.
image, or you hit...
Oh, okay. Trust. Alright. Quality high. Use GPU. Okay, I definitely want to use the GPU. Oop, I didn't. Let me set that. Okay, yeah, use GPU. Definitely got that. Scroll down to color management. I did mess around with the color management a little bit. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I don't know. I just like messed around with it earlier with like the previous video, I think. Like when it was going over it in like lighting, I think. Like in part 10 of the video. Send it. Press F12. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh. Alright. We open in that one window. So I guess... Okay, I'm not sure... Wait, can I actually open this in OBS? Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. How long is it taking? Hold on. I'm trying to like see if I can put it onto what do you call it? Is it game capture or window capture? Hold on. Just gonna blend. Window. I'm just gonna do that really quick. Yeah, here we go. I think that's the render window. Per frame. Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess that... Yeah, that's the render right there. Or like... Oh god, wait, 42.42. Does that mean like 42 minutes? Jesus Christ. Okay, oh well. You know what? That's fine. You know what? We're good. We're good. That's it. That's enough. That's why it's chunky in viewport. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Alright. She be heavy.
F12.
Okay. Face orientation, improve the lighting. No, I don't want to do any of this. Depth of field. No, you know what? This is like all the fancy stuff. No, I'm not gonna do that anymore, man. Well, I'm just gonna like quickly look over the finale
Well, you
one.
made it. The end process. You know, you can open.
Editing in Premiere. Video editing. Okay, I think this is just something that I'll just like leave for the morning or whatever. Go to your camera. Like in this? Like, I think I'm in the POV of my camera right now, actually. Oh, wait, did I put the render away? Okay, yeah, I did put the render window. Click your camera head object. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, my camera, I just have it named. Click the little green camera icon. Yep, got that. Oh, okay, it's right there. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, okay. No, you know what? I'll just mess with those later. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. It's really some important tab E. I could see that. Depth of field, viewport display. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but no, it exists. Yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, no, like, honestly, sometimes I just keep forgetting the layout. I'm like, wait, why isn't this... Oh, wait, I didn't even select it. Oopsies. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm actually getting tired. But I think we're gonna leave it off of there. But I guess we're basically done, essentially. Like, I like to think that we're done. Yeah, like, that's just the viewport. Like, I don't know. Where's Blender? We'll kick your ass. Have a good night. Yeah, you too. And actually, yeah, thank you for the pointers. I guess you saved me a lot of time with that. Although I did get really confused. Like, I'm sorry if that was like really frustrating, but like, dude, my brain is fried. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up here. I guess we're just gonna have this animation on loop. I guess just not in the, I guess the non-render. I honestly forgot the name of these. Yeah, render it overnight. Absolutely, I will. But yeah, that was Blender, y'all. Like, I would have liked to stream the whole process, but y'all would have watched me for like a good like 12 hours, being like, dude, how the hell is this? How do I do this? But yeah, like, hold on. If I look on my Steam time, because again, I just started doing this. It says I have 17.8 hours, but I know that like I've actually left this thing running, like for like an hour or so. So I guess I'd say that this thing like took me about 16-ish hours. Yeah, kind of around that time. So yeah, I like, again, I really want to get into like 3D art or whatever, because again, like, there's a lot of like hobby stuff that I kind of want to try doing with this, but one of the main ones is like trying to make my own CSP assets or whatever. You know, we'll see where it goes. Yeah, you should press Control F12. It will render the whole animation. Oh, right. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Let me do that. Render. Yep. Control render. Oop, not do that. Control F12. Okay, we're gonna have that. But yeah, yeah, tomorrow it'll probably be on your TMP folder if you didn't set it up. Or oh my god, words. If you didn't already set it to something else. Yeah, I think I already set it up. Whoa, wait, I should hide that really quick. Maybe set it to a different folder? Yeah, I think I might do that. Yeah, but I think I'll just do that after stream. But, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out tonight. It was really fun hanging out with y'all and just messing around with this. But yeah, as for another stream, I'm honestly not too sure when I'll be streaming again next, but however, I do have my affiliate anniversary, next Saturday, but it'll probably not be Blender, it'll actually probably be a Gunpla stream. Yeah, like, but yeah, aside from that, again, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.